adding, subtracting, and multiplying our polynomials. On your other page in notes that I don't have printed out, the front page, it says it doesn't say what is a polynomial. It gives you the definition of a polynomial. A polynomial is just an algebraic expression with two or more terms. So that means something like this. See, these are each term. So when we have two or more, then we have a polynomial. When we have just one, we have a monomial. Mononomial? Anyways, let's add and subtract. This is something that we've already done before, so this is just a review. We have already added and subtracted these. I think we might have done it with just two terms instead of 3, 4, 5 terms. But doesn't matter. It's all the same. So adding and subtracting, all we are doing is combining like terms, and then we're going to write our answer. I don't think that I've stated this in the past. Standard form, which means that you need your x with the highest degree first, and then the next highest, and it go in order like that until you get to the number at the end, if there is one. All right, adding, easy peasy, just combine like terms. Remember, like terms means that they have this same variable to the same degree. So this x squared is not the same as this x because they don't have the same degree. Okay, so let's pull out our like terms. This 3x squared is a like term with this x squared, this 11x, negative 5x, and then this number with this number. All right, so 3x squared plus our x squared is 4x squared. 11x minus 5x is positive 6x. This negative, and that's why I put my whole line underneath it, our negatives travel with our numbers. So it's 11x plus negative 5x. So that means 11x minus 5x, which gives me 6x. All right, 4 minus 13, and that is minus 9. All right, subtraction is the same thing. The only difference is our signs. You have to distribute this negative to each of these terms. So whenever I'm combining my terms, then the sign is going to change. So I said distribute the negative or the minus sign, or we can say we're going to change our signs. So let's look. Then we got this x with this x, and we got this x squared with this x squared, this 3 with this 1, and then we got this negative 3x hanging out by itself. All right, so why I do this before I start adding is so that I can put the highest degree first, so I can already have it in standard form, and I don't need to rearrange anything. So my highest form is this x third. So remember, everything in the second equation, the sign changes. So this minus times this minus, so we've got positive x3. And then we got some x squared. So we've got 4x squared minus 2x squared, so plus 2x squared. Then we have this x minus the negative 5x, so that changes that sign to plus. So it's x plus 5x, so positive 6x. Then we have negative 3 minus the 1, so that is minus 4. Again, this is just things that we have been doing. Remember, on your minus, you change the sign for all of this second equation. That's all you need to remember besides combining like terms. All right, multiplication is just a little bit more difficult because we're going to distribute each term from the first equation to each term in the second equation. So I'm going to multiply each term of the second by x, and then I'm going to multiply each term in the second by the -7. Again, that negative travels with us. And then combine like terms, and again, write it in your standard form. So let's do this. X times x squared is x to the third. X times positive 2x is positive 2x squared. X times 1 is x. This negative travels with this 7. So it's going to be -7 times x squared. So minus 7x squared minus, or -7 times 2x is minus 14x. -7 times 1 is -7. Put that in the wrong color. All right, let's combine our like terms. We've got just one x3 hanging out here. We've got a 2x squared, a minus 7x squared. And then we've got this x and this minus 14x. And then we just got this number hanging out. So we just got 1x to the third. And then we've got 2x squared minus 7x. So that's minus 5x squared. We've got x minus 14x, so that's minus 13x minus 7. All right, we're going to do the same exact thing when we have 3 terms. So we're going to multiply each of the second equation by this 3x squared. So 3x squared times 2x squared is 6x to the fourth. 3x squared plus 5x is positive 15x to the third. 3x squared minus 9 is minus 27x squared. Okay. Now let's multiply everything by the -4x. So -4x times 2x squared gives me -8x to the third. -4x times 5x is -20x squared. -4x times -9 is positive 36x. Okay, this time we got to do one more. We got to multiply this 1 by each term. So 1 times 2x squared is positive 2x squared. 1 times positive 5x is 5x. Positive 5x. 1 times -9 is -9. All right, let's find our like terms. We've got a 6x to the fourth. Do we have any other ones? Nope, no more x to the fourth. So let's go ahead and write that right here. We got 15x to the third minus 8x to the third. No more x to the thirds. That is positive 7x to the third. We've got negative 27x squared minus 20x squared plus 2x squared minus 45. I did not write that 5. 45x squared. Whew. And then we have this 36x and the 5x. So that's positive 41x. And then finally, we just got our -9 hanging out here. All right, let me know if you have any questions adding, subtracting, or multiplying our polynomials.